Well, let's talk about some mundane Monday stuff. Mundane Monday. We're going from Mystic Monday to Mundane Monday, where we're going to talk about mundane shit. Yeah.
Okay, so a lot of people have been asking, Comic Book Girl 19, what did you think of the Miss Marvel trailer that just hit yesterday?
Oh, wow. I watched the Miss Marvel trailer. Honestly, it was a fantastic trailer. I did get goosebumps. I did totally get goosebumps watching it. And I'm not a Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel fangirl. I don't have anything against her. It's just one of those characters that I never really got into. Carol Danvers. I mean, I know a little bit about her, but I don't know a ton about her. But watching the trailer, I was like, oh, shit. Like, this looks good. So, I mean, I'm excited about it. I'm here for it. But, here's the thing that I'm really here for. This is the thing that gets me. It's not Miss Marvel herself, or Captain Marvel. I'm sorry.
Wait, don't jump into that right away.
No, we're going to jump right into it.
I knew it. I was going to.
I don't give a fuck.
Don't jump right into the rogue conversation.
Fuck.
For a couple seconds,
could you
talk about
say?
Miss
It's
Marvel?
A fucking trailer. It's a great trailer. Marvel did it again. They made a great trailer.
The trailer presented a great aspect of mystery into this character that most people don't know anything about.
Yes. What I know about Carol Danvers is that she was, I believe, in the Air Force or something. She was military. There was a Kree ship that crashed, and there was a Kree dude, Marvel, inside. And some explosion happened or something, and she was fused with his DNA, and so she got his powers. So she has these powers. She has super strength, flight. I don't think she has energy projection. I think it's just like super strength and like flight and like dexterity, and she's just like super tough. But maybe there's some energy stuff. I know that later when she goes through other incarnations later of her power, where she gets like even like binary. When she becomes binary, like she becomes even like crazy more powerful.
She becomes binary?
Yeah, not like bisexual. That's different. That's not her bag. I also know that Carol Danvers has a little bit of an alcohol problem. I don't know if that's gonna be explored in this, but I know that that's a thing. That's kind of what I know about her. I hate her black costume from a long time ago, but
we didn't see that in the trailer though.
Yeah,
right?
No, they don't use that trailer. Although I did think it was cool that they showed the fucking helmet with the mohawk thing, because that's a relatively new thing that's a new costume based on like kind of an older costume, and I like that. Yes, this is the first female-driven superhero Marvel film. And that's really exciting for us ladies. That's really cool because we haven't had one of those yet. And so,
and you were talking about how, everyone needs someone that represents them in the universe. Because this is a parallel universe to ours.
Yeah, everybody needs somebody who represents them.
You want to feel like there's some character you can project yourself into.
Right.
So do you think Miss Marvel will be someone that maybe you could project yourself into?
No.
Not you?
No, she's not for me.
But she is for a lot of women.
Yeah, maybe for other women, but not for me. I don't even know I don't think she necessarily is relatable for a lot of women, to be honest with you, but she's cool and she's badass and she could be a lot of fun, and I liked what they showed me in the trailer. I was like, okay, that's cool. Like, I'm in. No, I think that the fucking movie's going to be great. I mean, the trailer looked great. Marvel has a great fucking track record at this point. So like, I'm in. I mean, I got goosebumps watching the fucking trailer. So I mean, yeah, like I'm interested. I'm going to be there. I'm going to watch it. But as like, I don't have a personal investment in her, Carol Danvers, as a character. Like Amy Dallin loves fucking Captain Marvel, like that bitch is like, yes. And like, she's like fucking, like it's her girl, But like also Amy Dallin's like more of the I don't know. She'd be more of a rule follower, Captain Marvel is in the military, I'm not one of those. I'm not like, that's not for me. It's not for me.
You're more of a Dark Phoenix.
I'm more of a fucking mutant is what I am. And so here's what I'm excited. This is what I'm excited about for Captain Marvel. So many of you I see on here.
Will you please scoot up to your mic a little bit?
I'm fucking scoot up. What do you want me to fucking like get the fuck out of here? Like right, what do you want from me? Okay. So here's what's exciting about fucking Captain Marvel. We're going to get a lot of people invested in this character. People are going to get really excited. People are going to love her. Okay? Women are going to love her. Children. Everyone. People are going to be so fucking stoked for this character. They're going to be really excited. But then what happens? What happens when fucking Rogue comes along and fucking gets in a tangle with Captain Marvel and fucking latches on to this fucking bitch until she permanently takes her fucking powers and puts this bitch in a fucking coma for a long time. Like, Carol Danvers was out of commission for a long time. And that's what I'm excited about. I am excited about Rogue taking Captain Marvel's fucking powers.
So you're mostly
that's what I'm excited about.
An X-Men storyline that you hope that they're going to include when they start doing the X-Men.
They're totally gonna do it. There's no way they're not gonna do it. Like, people are gonna fucking die. Like, people are gonna fucking freak out. Like, you're gonna have all these people who love fucking Carol, and then Rogue is gonna come along and like fuck her shit up, and it's just gonna be so magnificent. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. If that happens, I'm really excited.
If that happens.
If that happens.
Well, I hope it happens for you.
And
I do think it would be really cool.
Dude, that would be so fucking cool. That would be so fucking cool. Like, that would be so cool. Because, okay, let's talk about the original fucking Rogue and the Singerverse fucking X-Men who sucks so fucking bad. Who's just the
that's
worst.
Not Rogue.
That's not Rogue. And guess what? She never flies. She doesn't have super strength. She's not fucking cool. She's not a fucking tank because Rogue's a fucking tank, okay? And she's a tank because she took fucking Captain fucking Marvel's powers, okay? And she never does that in the shitty fucking crappy Foxmen fucking movies, okay? And so now we have the opportunity to actually do fucking Rogue, which would be sick. And if you don't think Kevin Feige is thinking about this, you're fucking wrong. There is no way that those fucking bitches over at fucking Disney Marvel do not have, like, they're told, like, they've got to be like so excited with themselves right now. Like, they're just like, we're gonna fucking make this so good. Like, it's gonna be such a tragedy. It's just gonna be so great. So I'm really excited about it.
And that would be a good example of how, when they do introduce the X-Men into this universe, showing how they're going to become in conflict with the existing superheroes that are already there.
Well, Black Rock was, wait, that's who Rogue takes her powers from? Yes. That is who Rogue takes her powers from, Carol Danvers. And she holds on to this bitch for so long. She takes her powers permanently. And also, not only that, she takes on her personality. She even has a Carol Danvers personality within her that's like, comes out and tries to, and for a while, the Carol Danvers personality takes over Rogue at some points. And then
Even
will do things that Rogue wouldn't like go shopping with the other girls. So it's really fucking exciting. Yeah, Rogue started off as a bad guy, because that's why her name's fucking Rogue. I mean, hello. She started off as a villain, and she tried to kill Dazzler like several times. She fucking took Captain fucking Marvel's powers. Like, she's fucking crazy. Although she wasn't trying to necessarily, but she did. So I am really excited about the potential of a later X-Men storyline where Rogue comes in and takes her powers and bums everybody out, because I think that audiences would be really excited, and then to like have this, oh no, like she's been fucking, like that would just be so dramatic. There's no way that Disney isn't going to do it. I see some people on here saying that they're not going to do that. I disagree. I fucking disagree. Like, they're not fucking stupid. Like, it would be such high drama. There's no way they're not going to do it.
Where are you now on the introduction of the X-Men into the Marvel Universe? How do you feel about that?
This is how I feel it's going to go down. My heart is starting to come out, because I feel like, I was telling you this last night, I feel like I've been abused for a long time. I feel like Fox has abused me as a person by abusing this franchise and by abusing this IP. I feel like I've been in some really abusive fucking relationship where everything sucks all the time, and I'm like, I'm not allowed to like anything, and like everything's gonna suck, and like, and so now that the X-Men are going back, leaving Fox, and they're going back to Marvel Disney, my hope and my heart is starting to come out of the being abused closet, and being like, like I'm starting to be like, maybe it's gonna be okay now. Like, maybe I'm not gonna have my fucking heart trampled on every fucking time.
Marvel are the only ones that are not abusing a franchise right now.
Yeah. Well, I think this is what's going to happen with the X-Men. I think that when they do introduce the X-Men into the MCU, I think it's going to be, they're going to be teenagers. They're going to want to cast a younger people.
Right.
I'm not sure if they're going to go with the original team where you have Iceman, Beast, Marvel Girl, Cyclops, and Angel. I feel like, I mean, that's the original team. It'd be cool if they started with them and then eventually added in the other ones. But the giant size X-Men 1975 X-Men is kind of the X-Men that we all know and love. And that's the one that has Storm, you know, Colossus, Nightcrawler, Wolverine. So, like, I'm not sure.
So you think, as opposed to them introducing the X-Men as adult X-Men, they're going to go the route of them just springing up in this universe. Mutants have suddenly started being born in this universe.
Yeah.
Which would mean that the first movies would have to have them as teenagers.
Right.
And Professor X is someone that just comes along like, well, the mutants are a new phenomenon in this universe. We need to make a school for them, and all that stuff would just start like that.
I had two dreams when we started this a little over 10 years ago, Marvel Studios. One was that Iron Man worked. The other one was that we could build something that was as expansive and as experiential as what people who've read comics over the years could get.
Well, yeah, that's what you were saying last night, which I think was a really great way to do this, is you start with Iron Man, who's a regular guy who makes a fucking suit, and then he becomes a superhero.
Within the Marvel universe, this is how this evolved.
But within the MCU, and then you have, you know, Thor comes along, and then you have fucking blah, 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 Captain America comes along, and then you have all these other fucking guys.
In the 8 years since Mr. Stark announced himself as Iron Man, the number of known enhanced persons has grown exponentially.
And so the next natural progression would be normal humans are going to be start being born as superheroes, the mutants. And so I think it would be really interesting if you had the teenage mutants kind of coming forward, and the mutant problem starts coming to the forefront, where now, you know, you had superheroes who were either victims of, you know, an experiment gone wrong, or whatever, you know, whatever the fuck. They have a lot of money and they built a suit, or they're fucking god from another fucking realm, whatever. Now you're going to have humans being born with these powers. And so that will be perfect. And if you start with teens, and by the way, they'd want to start with teens because then you can lock these motherfuckers into a contract for a long time. And they'll age, and they'll be like, you can keep them like going for a while. And so, yeah, I think that they might start with, I assume they're going to start with Teen X-Men. I don't know if they're going to start with the original team, or, I mean, because here's the thing. It would be great if they started with the original team and then added on Storm and Nightcrawler and Colossus and fucking Wolverine, and didn't blow their Wolverine load.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, I get it.
Keep Wolverine out until the rest of the X-Men are built in.
They're going to make so much
because Wolverine overshadows all the other characters.
Wolverine is a cash cow. He is a cash cow.
Right, so let's build up all the other characters first.
Right.
And establish them before we...
Right.
And then the suspense for Wolverine will build.
Yes. Neuroman says, just please ditch Sophie Turner forever from the MCU. Agreed. Fuck her.
Whoa, hey.
She doesn't care. It's fine. Like, whatever. It's just a job for her. It's fine.
As your lawyer, Sophie Turner is a fabulous actor. You don't have anything personally against her. You just think that she was miscast in that movie.
Yeah, I think everyone, they all gotta go. And you know what? I love what's his face is Magneto. He's hot. I even like the Xavier dude, you know, but fuck them. They're all gone. They need to start over. They wipe the slate clean. We don't need any singer stink on any of this,
except for Deadpool, which is everyone.
No, Deadpool can stay. Yeah, Deadpool can stay. But he makes his own rules. Deadpool makes his own fucking rules.
Deadpool should just show up in the DC universe.
Yeah, Deadpool can do whatever the fuck he wants. That's his whole gig. So like, I'm down with Deadpool. He can stay, but I would like to see a whole new cast for the X-Men, which they're gonna do. I feel like they're going to do. Yeah, McAvoy. I love McAvoy. He's great, but no, he's got to go too, unfortunately. I like that Colossus. I mean, I'm not saying I don't like the Deadpool Colossus. I do. I think that he's awesome. But the thing about that Colossus is they don't show him being a human being. Like, he's not always a giant metal guy. He's not always like that. Sometimes he's like fucking a flesh and blood guy, and then he turns into Colossus. And so I would like to see that because that's just more true to the character. But I mean, I do think that they got the spirit of Colossus right, even though, you know, they only show him as metal guy, which I get because it's a money thing. They didn't have the money to cast a normal guy and then show a CGI guy. So they're just like, okay, let's just make it easy on ourselves and do a CGI guy. And I get that. But I would like to see him done more true to the character. I'd like to see Peter. Yeah, the current Colossus is currently played by TJ Storm, who is black, so they don't show him in his normal form. Yeah, I don't know. They gotta recast. Sorry, you gotta recast, guys. Just gotta recast. I don't know. I think I'm just really excited for the X-Men to be home, and I feel like my heart's starting to come out of that fucking abused, sad, dark closet, you know, where you just have to shield yourself from like all the awfulness that's going on with your favorite characters, because just I'm really not about Fox of what they've done with the X-Men. It's just been a real shit show over there, and but I'm starting to get excited again, but I don't want to get like too excited because I'm still, I don't know, there's just still a part of me that I'm just like, oh no, it could like just don't, like, I don't want to hope again and then just get my excitement dashed, you know. I don't want to get like too invested in it. Like, I'm still kind of scared because like I've just been hurt so much. It's so absurd, but I really have. I'm also excited about, I mean, the other thing that I'm really excited about seeing in the MCU is Galactus. We've got the Fantastic Four back as well. And having the Fantastic Four back also means that we have Galactus back. And Galactus is just like one of my really favorite weird out there cosmic Marvel characters. And I'm so excited to have him in the MCU. Like, if I could see Galactus on the big screen, like, I'm just going to freak out. So I'm just going to be like really excited. So... yeah, so we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, Silent Thriller says Fantastic Four never grabbed me, but I like Silver Surfer and Galactus. Yes. I mean, Fantastic Four is like, it's not for everybody. I get it. And it's like a hard thing to, I think, do today, you know? I mean, I don't think it's impossible. I think you could make it work, but it's something that, but Silver Surfer and Galactus, whew, you could use them in a heartbeat. You could use them right now. Ugh. Like, I mean, fuck Thanos, honestly. Like, I don't care about him. But Galactus, that's a real motherfucking problem right there. Like, he's fucking cool. Really excited about that big purple asshole showing up.
So what I wanted to mention before was to bring up the conversation we had last night was really good about this. Because we don't talk about movie speculating very much.
Yeah, we don't
That's the job of other people.
Yeah, we don't do a ton of movie speculating.
But... like, when people look back at Hollywood, of like, you know, they look at different eras. You know, you have the Western era. We're in the Marvel era right now.
We're in the Marvel era.
It's not going to be looked upon as the superhero era because everyone else shit the bed. It's going to be looked upon as the Marvel era.
Shit the bed.
And Marvel's going to keep going for another 10, maybe 20 years. Based on the amount of stories that they have to tell in the comics. And we were talking about how if you look at the comics, how long did it take for the comics stories to evolve to where they're like established as the Marvel universe that we know? We were thinking, well, 60s, 70s, 80s, it was still going. It was like 30 years of stories.
The 60s are really the boom. You know, that was the genesis. The mid 60s is really where a lot of characters came out.
Right, when you had like Kirby and Stan Lee and Steve Ditko and all those people, you know, birthing all of these characters in this universe.
There's a lot of birthing in the 60s.
And all this stuff.
And a lot of gelling in the 70s.
Over 30 years. I mean, it still kept going, of course.
Right.
But that's how long it took to really fully bloom into what we know it now.
Yeah, but I mean, it wasn't until 1975 that X-Men really hit it to the big time.
I might be off here a little bit, but I think that lends itself the possibility that the Marvel Cinematic Universe could also go for 30 years.
Oh, yeah. I think that they could keep going with this for a long time. I think that I think you're right, a lot of other studios are going to collapse and fail and stop trying because they just keep losing money because they don't know what the fuck they're doing. But I think that the MCU could keep going for another 10, 15,
Right, just
20.
because they have this amount of stories left to still keep telling. Now that they have all the rights to all the most of their characters.
Dude, with the X-Men coming in, that's a whole new bag of cats. Because we started with the Avengers, and like everyone's like, okay, we've done the Avengers, all right. Oh, guess what, bitch? Now we got the fucking X-Men, you know? Like, it's so sick. It's going to be so sick. And
and a lot of people argue that there's going to be superhero fatigue. But I don't think that's necessarily the case.
No.
Because Marvel has proven that they're so competent that these stories are told so well that they're no longer superhero stories. They're just stories about all sorts of things that just happen to have superheroes in them.
Well, the MCU is doing a new thing where they're doing a serial expanded universe in movie format. You know, and I was actually just talking the other day about how when I was growing up, the comic books were translated into animation. And so my gateway into comic books was through the Spider-Man and X-Men cartoon shows that happened in like 1994. Those are what got me into fucking comic books, because you took still images and then you kind of up-res the idea and turned them into moving still images, moving cartoons.
From still cartoons to moving cartoons.
Yeah, from a comic book to like an animated thing, which is like, okay, you're taking one thing and now you're upping it to a whole new kind of level. And so that led me back to the comic books. But now today, kids have the next generation has an even more advanced version of these comic books, which started as still images, and now they are live action images, in sequence. So that's like, so I was introduced to the animation, and now animation has gone up to like live action films. And so now you have a whole new generation of kids getting into superheroes, specifically the Marvel and DC superheroes, through these films. And I think that these movies are, they have so much fucking material. Marvel and Disney just has so much fucking material to work from and so much great stuff. And they've been really doing a great job over there at Marvel Disney. They've been really fucking killing it.
I can tell you that each and every one of us is so grateful. Our lives are monumentally changed by our involvement in this world. To have taken such an instrumental role in what Marvel has done in the past 10 years is just so incredibly meaningful to us.
It's a cool experiment to be a part of. It's epic and classical. These characters are mythological characters in a lot of ways.
So I love all of you, and I look forward to seeing many of you as we trudge this road of happy destiny.
It's nice to look at how the legacy is living on in these other movies and other filmmakers.
And so as long as they can continue their momentum and keep the people on their team that they have and keep having really the most talented people working, because you have the most talented producers, directors, storyboard artists, animators, sculptors, actors, everything, like CGI artists, like animator, like they have the most.
That's what I mean when I say that this is Hollywood now.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people that are pessimistic about it, and it's not good or bad. It's just accepting what it is.
Yeah, Brody says Kevin Feige is key. He is key. He's totally key. And I don't know what they're gonna do with that guy when that guy decides to retire. I hope they find a great successor. It's gonna be hard to fill his shoes,
Well, I think that he acknowledges that this is his life path and what he's doing.
Yeah. Well, yeah, without Kevin Feige, I don't think any of this happens. Yeah.
I don't expect him to leave. He'll be there for another 20 years.
They're going to pay him so much fucking money.
Well, just within Hollywood.
Yeah.
Like, he's so well regarded now as a producer because the Marvel Universe has made more money at this point than any other franchise in history.
Well, if they're smart, they'll keep him happy and they'll keep him there for as long as they fucking can, because that guy really is the key. I believe that too. He's been he's like the editor of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, where you have to have one person who's like the guiding intellect, who's kind of like looking at everything, who's like the god of the MCU, who makes sure everything's kind of in line. And he's done a really great job with that so far. And and I think that he's got a really great opportunity with the mutants now. I'm so excited for like Kevin Feige mutants. I'm just like so excited. Like I really hope that they shelve that fucking shitty Dark Phoenix movie. Like let's just all. Hey guys, this video is continued in part 2, where we talk about why the Dark Phoenix movie is totally gonna suck, why Chris Claremont is the shit, and why I'm tempted to use magic to stop this horrible movie from coming out. Support for our channel comes from viewers like you on Patreon. Become a Team 19 member and receive early access to videos like this. Also, if you join $10 and up Not Safe for Work tier, you get to see uncensored photos from our upcoming calendar photo shoots. The Not Safe for Work Calendar 2019 is on pre-sale right now at comicbookgirl19.com.